Welcome everyone to WWE 2K15 SmackDown. The game is up and working again on Xbox One, so we are doing a doubleheader today of SmackDown and Raw. And we're going to continue the number one contenders tournament. Who will move on to the finals to face the man from the dark side, The Undertaker, on Raw? Will it be his brother Kane, or the world's strongest man, Mark Henry? And welcome everyone to SmackDown from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and the Big Red Machine is making its way to the ring for this number one contenders tournament matchup. I'm Phil Kelly, and I welcome you guys. Thank you for tuning in on Twitch. I was sorry I couldn't get you guys the show on Friday. The game had some issues, wouldn't start on for digital versions, so sadly I couldn't get to this, but we're here now. It's Monday, and we're doing a doubleheader. Can the Big Red Machine move past the world's strongest man to face his brother of destruction on Raw? We'll find out in moments. And the world's strongest man has been on a path of destruction, inducting people into his Hall of Pain for months. He destroyed Andre the Giant, moved past the Big Show, and has now entered the number one contenders tournament, and what a path he's been on. Defeated the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels last week on SmackDown, and now he's got to face the Big Red Machine, the monster, Kane. Can Mark Henry move on to the finals and face The Undertaker on Raw? He's got to face both Brothers of Destruction to move on to a title match with John Cena, and that is no easy task. And there's the bell as these two monsters lock up. And Kane taking control early on here, delivers the big boot to Mark Henry. Mark Henry slowed him to his feet after that. And there's a nice Irish leg sweep by the monster Kane. Kane, of course, made his way into this tournament by the fact that he and Undertaker had such a dominant run in the tag team division, seemingly done all that they could do after a huge feud with the Shield, and both men decided to go their separate ways and move on into singles competition. From there, Kane got past Alberto Del Rio, and now he's earned the shot against Mark Henry. Mark Henry using a powerful power slam early on, and it looks like he's going for it again. Huge running slam just drives Kane's spine into the mat. Speaking of Andre the Giant, a man who was taken out by Mark Henry, he will be returning for the Royal Rumble. Mark Henry should watch out. Should he move on, he has a giant coming after him. And that was a giant kick right to the leg of Kane, trying to take the wheels out from the Big Red Monster. Hard kick to the gut for Mark Henry, and Kane shoots him into the corner. And Mark Henry really using this power slam as a crutch here, keeping himself on top. But Kane can't fight his way out of it. Henry's grip is just too powerful. A nice block of that strike by Kane as he Irish whips Mark Henry into the ropes. But Mark Henry, look at that technical skill, the STO, clothesline, and trip combination. And he just runs right through Kane. And speaking of power, look at that pendulum backbreaker by the Big Red Monster. And Kane, taking a page out of Stone Cold Steve Austin's book, stomping a mud hole in Mark Henry and proceeding to walk it dry. And now it's Kane gaining momentum here, two backbreakers in a row, really trying to soften up the spine of Mark Henry for that vicious chokeslam. Kane avoids the world's strongest slam and hits a beautiful shoulder breaker. employ a strategy of going for the leg, but I don't know if not doing Iwata, it's not really helping him much so far in this matchup. So Kane fights his way out. Kane always trying to cut Mark Henry's momentum off. He knows once Mark Henry gets going, it's very hard to stop him. Oh, look at that, just vicious strike to the back of the head. Huge uppercut to the throat of Mark Henry. A lot on the line in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Both these men trying to move on to the finals of the #1 Contenders Tournament. The winner of this match will face The Undertaker on Raw. And the winner of that match will face John Cena for the WWE Championship, upcoming at the Royal Rumble. Kane back in control here, putting the boots to the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Dragging him up to his feet. What does Kane have in mind here? Punch, block, and Henry answers back. And Mark Henry, oh my god, enormous spine buster drives Kane into the canvas. Kane misses wildly with a swing. Luckily for him, Henry was dazed, but hard knee by Kane, but took a lot out of him to throw that strike. Mark Henry coming back, big right hand. Irish whip Kane's and oh, and Kane hits the corner hard. Wow. A vicious assault by Henry on the mat. And into the cover now. And only a one for the world's strongest man. Mark Henry has been a giant killer over recent months with wins over Big Show and Andre the Giant. Kane would be another on the list, and I'm sure he'd be happy to add him into the Hall of Pain. Henry with the reversal here. Henry really trying to put an end to Kane here as the match comes close to the end. There's another spine buster now. And Henry into the cover. Oh man, very close, 2 count. Almost 3 for the world's strongest man. Can the Texas native put the big red monster away here? Kane answers back with a huge right hand. And there's that big boot he missed earlier. Reversal by Henry. Big kick to the gut. What does he have in mind now? He just launched Kane into the air and Kane came crashing down. What power. But both these men extremely exhausted after the beating they put on one another. All for the opportunity to go to the Royal Rumble and face John Cena. Mark Henry, a huge left hand. And now Henry scoops came up. World's strongest slam. Kane's bone rocked by the devastating maneuver. And the cover now. And it's all over. Mark Henry blows through another giant of professional wrestling with a crushing victory over Kane. Let's take a look at the highlights. Henry, death from above, splash, crushed Kane, and then he smashed his face into the mat. Mark Henry thought he had the match won here, but the big he just had too much left. Kane got caught in a second spine buster. Just spine first into the hard mat, and that still wasn't enough for Mark Henry. But then, the devastating world's strongest slam launched Kane up and brought him crashing down. And that was all the big red monster could take as Mark Henry hooks the leg for the victory. And now Mark Henry will move on to Monday Night Raw to face The Undertaker in the finals of the #1 Contenders Tournament. It'll be the man from the dark side versus the world's strongest man. And the winner will be John Cena's opponent at the Royal Rumble. And now a unique tag team matchup coming up here on SmackDown. Captain Charisma Christian regained the Intercontinental title from The Miz in a steel cage matchup. Now, Miz has elected to hold off on his title match, because in this tag team matchup, whoever wins will get to choose the stipulation for their final championship matchup. Now, of course, The Miz has his default tag team partner, Damian Sandow, They are known collectively as the Awesome Ones, and Miz would love to get the win in this match and pick stipulation for his rematch with Christian. Miz originally won the title from Christian in a TLC match at the TLC pay-per-view, and Christian won it back inside the steel cage. These two men need to settle it, and this tag team match will figure out who gets to choose the stipulation. And Christian, of course, picked an awesome tag team partner, a man he's been a rival with in the past for the #1 contendership to the Intercontinental title, but also his fellow Canadian, Sami Zayn. Can Sami lead Christian to victory and help him pick the stipulation for his next Intercontinental title defense? We'll find out very shortly. And of course, Captain Charisma Christian has made quite a splash in the Intercontinental title division over the past few months, having a lengthy feud with Rob Van Dam for the title. And of course, pulling it all together, having a back and forth feud with not only RVD, but The Miz as well. Christian racked up a few Intercontinental titles over the time, but he's trying to make this particular title reign stick. He gets an opportunity tonight to choose the stipulation for his next defense and put himself in the driver's seat for a lengthy title reign. We'll see if the cocky Canadian can pull it all together in this tag team matchup. And there's the bell as we have Miz in there with Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn wasted no time. Big pendulum backbreaker. Puts the Miz down on the mat. And Sami Zayn already following up with a hard kick to the spine. And now a beautiful Northern Lights. A laser focus from Sami Zayn assault on the Miz's spine. And Zayn takes to the air with a standing moonsault. Off to an awesome start here for Christian. For Team Christian. The Miz with a nice reversal there, now laying in the right hands to Sami Zayn. Christian not above, bending some rules here, trying to go a shot at Miz. And there's a tribute from Zayn using Christian's fallen reverse DDT there. Oh, and there's another kick to the spine, and Sami Zayn really trying to prove a point to The Miz here, and perhaps trying to show that he wants to be in line for another Intercontinental Championship matchup. Nice snap vertical suplex by Sami Zayn, takes Damien Sandow right over. And The Miz had enough of getting beat up by Sami Zayn, made the tag in to the intellectual savior of the masses, Damien Sandow. Sandow and Zayn trading reversals here. And Sandow brings Zayn back in over the ropes. And Miz and Sandow using good tags here. Zayn perhaps been in there a little too long now, should probably tag out to Captain Charisma. And look, did you hear that chop from Sami Zayn? Took Sandow right off the apron. But gave the opportunity to The Miz to start chopping out that leg, possibly looking for the figure 4 leg lock. You see there, Zayn misses with the clothesline, and The Miz goes right back to work on the leg. Sami Zayn slips up the back with another shoulder breaker. Trying to regain control here against Miz. And there's the Blue Thunder Bomb. Could this be it against The Miz? No, The Miz kicks out. Sami Zayn taking one of his best shots there. And Miz comes right back with the running clothesline. And there's another smart tag to Sandow. Reverse suplex. Drops Zayn right on his chest and face. Taking the air out of the Montreal native. Oh, man. Nasty elbow to the back of the neck. But now Sandow's in Team Christian's corner. And there's the crucifix pin used as an offensive maneuver there. Bringing Sandow down on his back and chest, back and neck. And what does Zayn have in mind here? Oh, drops him face first. And locks in the Koji clutch. Can Sandow hold on or will he submit here? He holds on. Sami Zayn taking his best shots here against Sandow and The Miz. But he's been in there for an awful long time. He really should tag Christian at this point. And there it is. Smart move by Sami Zayn. And now The Miz back in. The Miz took one of Zayn's best holds in the Blue Thunder Bomb. Maybe Captain Charisma can polish off the job and be able to pick the stipulation for his match against The Miz. A little bit of a preview here of the next title match. Champion and contender going at it here on SmackDown. I thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be doing Raw right after this. There'll be a short break just so I can separate the broadcast. It makes it a little easier to upload to YouTube, but it shouldn't be any more than a few seconds. Just stopping the broadcast and restarting under the Raw branding. I'll even let you guys in as I put the show together. But Christian soars off the second rope for the sunset flip, and Sami and Sandow is out the back door by 2. Sandow now going to work on slamming Christian's head into the mat. Damien Sandow likes to use the full Nelson slam, so that'll definitely work in his favor as he hits the reverse suplex on Christian as well. Christian slips out the back, but elbows from Sandow gives him a chance to escape. And there's a beautiful sit-down spine buster by Sami and Sandow, really taking control of the Intercontinental Champion as he delivers the elbow of disdain into the cover, and Sami Zayn isn't going to it's not going to wait for that to go down. He is going to go in and save his partner. And here goes Sandow. There's the full Nelson slam. And Sandow right into the cover here. The Intercontinental Champion is down, but saved by Sami Zayn. And Christian now is in a terrible position. Has to tag Sami Zayn back in. Get Sandow in his corner, and we'll see a little double team here from Zayn and Christian. Sandow off the ropes, double flapjack. And Team Christian is back in control of this match just like that. Zayn snapmare, drops the elbow right into the neck. Going right back to work on that neck region of Sandow. Suplex by Zayn, floats over into the cover, and this time it's The Miz on the save. And look at these right hands by The Miz. Oh, and Zayn just misses that knife-edge chop. And Sandow tags The Miz back in. And now it's Miz captured inside the Koji clutch. Will he submit? And Christian in to take down Sandow. Given time. And no, The Miz hangs on. And a flying neckbreaker out of nowhere takes Sami Zayn down to the mat. Oh, ugly rake of the eyes there by The Miz. Right into the cover. And not even a 1 count. Captain Charisma is right in there to make the save. The winner of this match will get to choose the stipulation for the Intercontinental title match. It'll either be the champion Christian or the challenger The Miz. Sami Zayn back in control of The Miz here. Beautiful head scissors takes The Miz flying across the ring. And Sami Zayn to the outside here, springboard into a splash right onto the back of The Miz, and The Miz is being crushed here by Sami Zayn. what does Zayn have in store next for the top contender to the Intercontinental title? He's got one more Blue Thunder Bomb. And Sandow is in, and he makes the save. Miz tried to make a run for his corner here, but Sami Zayn stopped him dead in his tracks. And there's that haluva kick. Rocks the Miz in the corner. And Zayn into the cover here. Sandow makes the save once again. The Miz is in a terrible shape here, and Sandow is continuously making the save. But the Miz finds his way out with a beautiful neckbreaker. Should really tag in his partner. Another pinfall attempt, but Christian right in there to break it up. And the Miz now drives Sami Zayn face first into the mat. And there's the cover now. Christian is the one having to make multiple saves here. And Sami Zayn snaps off the head scissors one more time. And he's tagging in the Intercontinental Champion. Can Christian close this match for his team and pick the stipulation for the upcoming championship match against The Miz? Christian turns Miz around. There's the reverse DDT, busting The Miz wide open into the cover here. And Sandow makes the save once again. The Miz on along to Damien Sandow, keeping this match alive right now. And tight neckbreaker by Captain Charisma rocks The Miz. And I thought Christian might have been lining Miz up for the spear there, but looks like he changed his mind. Into the cover now, and not even a 1 count. And the Miz reverses Christian with the shoulder buster, and now he's waiting on The Miz. Skull-crushing finale, bust Christian wide open into the cover here. But Sami Zayn makes the save. Great teamwork tonight from these two. Team Christian and Team Miz working together well. Christian launches Miz into the sky, into the cover now. Saved by Sandow. Christian locks up The Miz. Kill switch, dead center of the ring. Can the Intercontinental Champion pick up the win here? No, Sandow makes the save again. And look at this, Miz still not tagging in his partner. What arrogance by the top contender to the Intercontinental title. Miz's face is the literal crimson mask here. His face is just covered in blood from that fallen reverse DDT as Christian snaps off another neckbreaker. How much more can The Miz take here? Covered by Christian, but foot was on the ropes. And Christian one more time with the fallen reverse DDT, and I don't think The Miz can take much more of this, but Sandow vigilantly keeping an eye on the pin. Miz blocks the punch and answers with one of his own. And now he catches Christian. Face first into the canvas and recover him. Can Sami Zayn make it in time? He does. What a back and forth contest here. Our second match here on SmackDown. Mark Henry already defeated Kane and advances to the finals Monday on Raw. As Christian gets trapped in the skull-crushing finale one more time. My goodness. Into the cover now. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. The Miz gets to choose the stipulation for his championship match against Christian. And that is not good news for Captain Charisma. Let's take a look at the highlights here. Sami Zayn early on tried to pick up the win with the Blue Thunder Bomb. And then clutch on Sandow. Christian with a beautiful sunset flip from the second rope almost got the job done. But The Miz drops the champ with the skull-crushing finale. And that's all it took for the cover, the count, and the victory for Team Miz. We'll have an update later in the week on what type of match The Miz chose for his title rematch against Christian. Now that Goldust has abandoned his brother Cody Rhodes, he is trying to make a play to become the new United States Champion. So he has started the Gold Rush Challenge. This past last Wednesday on Main Event, he took on Santino Marella in the original opening bout of the Gold Rush Challenge, where he's led an open challenge to any former U.S. champion, and he will prove that he is deserving of a U.S. title shot. Unfortunately, he lost to Santino Marella on Main Event, and tonight, former United States champion, current WWE champion John Cena has answered the call. And I don't know that this is going to work out any better for Goldust than that. But if Goldust does get a win on the WWE champion, then he already is more than deserving of a U.S. title match. So while this may look bad for Goldust, it could be a cloud with gold lining. And of course, the champ John Cena has been on a tremendous roll the past 6 months. Won the WWE Championship from Dolph Ziggler and retained it in a rematch. Defeated Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. And overcame RVD and Daniel Bryan at TLC. And now he faces either Undertaker or Mark Henry at the Royal Rumble. So John Cena staying in tip-top condition, answering the Gold Rush Challenge tonight against the bizarre one, Goldust. The champ is here, but can he pick up the win and continue to slow the roll of Goldust? We're about to find out right here on SmackDown. There's the bell, and the champ locks up with the bizarre one, center of the ring. Last month on Main Event, Goldust abandoned his brother Cody Rhodes right in the middle of a tag match against Curtis Axel and Batista. And not only did that happen to Cody, but after the match, Batista and Curtis Axel beat down Cody Rhodes with a chair. So we haven't seen Cody Rhodes since, and Goldust has started his path to try to become United States Champion. So far, not so good for Goldust. As I mentioned, the loss to Santino, and now faces down the champ John Cena here on SmackDown. Rake of the eyes by Goldust. But what a victory, and what a quick path to the top this would be for the bizarre one to pick up a win on John Cena, the current WWE champion. Not only a contender to the United States, but a WWE championship contender as well, if he was to pick up a victory here tonight. Former tag team champions with Cody in the past year. They slid down the ranks slowly, unfortunately, especially with the Brothers Instruction and the Shield dominating much of the tag team division this year. Luthez pressed by the champ. And huge right hands to follow it up, and Goldust in the bad way here on SmackDown. Hard shot to the belt, Cena throwing lefts and rights. Goldust answers back with a big left hand, and Cena battles his way back out. Flying hip toss by John Cena sends Goldust crashing out of the mat, and Cena repositioning Goldust now. Comes here. You can't see me. Cena hits the ropes and delivers the 5-knuckle shuffle, and Goldust is dazed and confused. And Cena into the cover here. Will this be enough? Goldust kicks out at 2. Goldust into the ropes. Launches him in the air. Caught by Cena. Up on the shoulders. Attitude adjustment drives Goldust into the mat. And there's the cover for 1, 2, 3. And the Goldust challenge continues to be in his hands for the Bizarro as the WWE Champion picks up the win here on SmackDown. Let's take a look at how it went down. John Cena, 5-knuckle shuffle, thought it might have been enough to put Goldust away, but the Bizarro one held on. But it was all for naught. Cena grabs a hold of Goldust, shoots him into the ropes, launches him into the air for the catch, shoots him up on the shoulders, and it's all downhill from there. Cena launches him with the attitude adjustment into the mat for the cover, the count, and the victory on the Bizarre one. And Cena keeps the momentum rolling into this Monday night on Raw. What a win for the champ, and another crushing loss for Goldust. And now the Tag Team Championship feud continues as Big E, one half of the challengers for the tag title, takes on one half of the champions, Cesaro. And Big E and Xavier Woods are in line for a tag team title match against Kid and Cesaro. They picked up a big win over the Shield, and they will get their title shot at the Royal Rumble. Can Xavier Woods and Big E stop the roll of Cesaro and Kid? They got a few weeks to get it together, and then we'll find out in their championship match. And one half of the tag team champions, Cesaro, ready for action here tonight against the power man of the New Day, Big E Langston. Of course, nobody's at ringside for this match, but nobody is banned, so maybe Cesaro and Big E actually want to settle this one-on-one. But you never know when you have the likes of the New Day, Kid, and Natalya as possible people who can stick their nose in this one. King of Swing versus the powerhouse Big E Langston up next. It's Cesaro looking for a handshake here to kick things off. And he just kicked Big E right in the gut. I guess there's no respect from the grapplers for the New Day. Cesaro shoots Big E into the ropes. Big E comes back with the STO. And now bouncing Cesaro's head like a basketball off the mat. And Big E was not too happy about that fake out handshake. Picks Cesaro up way over his head. Gorilla slam. Big E Langston furious after that false handshake to open the match up. Delivering huge right hand to Cesaro. Got hold of him now. Driving power slam takes Cesaro into the mat. And now getting bounced again. Big E is a house of fire to kick things off here. And this is not good for Cesaro. Belly to belly suplex sends it flying. And look at this, Cesaro has to turn to the underhanded tactics, a rake of the eyes to get back in control here. Big E with a nice side rush and leg sweep there, but Cesaro quick to make some space. Oh, nasty uppercut, and then the double stomp by Cesaro. And wow, springboard crossbody, and Cesaro has taken control of this back fourth match. Oh my goodness, my apologies. Cesaro trying to take control of this match back in a furious manner, but Big E stopped him dead in his tracks. Cesaro seems to have weathered the storm with Big E early on here. Oh, and there's another nasty uppercut. But Big E runs right through with the shoulder block. And now a hard kick to the sternum. And again. viciously slamming Cesaro's head into the mat here. How much more of this can Cesaro take? Big left hand by Cesaro. And German suplex drops Big E right on his neck and into the corner as well. Snap suplex by Cesaro takes the big man over. And Cesaro on the outside here throws himself in onto Big E. I don't know that he got all of that splash that he could have got. Might have actually done more damage to himself. Big right hands by the powerhouse of the New Day. But there's Cesaro going to the eyes one more time. Again, no respect for Big E. Big E battles back with the jawbreaker. And looks like Big E's all pumped up here. Blocked by Cesaro, big back up. As Cesaro reverses it, locks Big E into the neutralizer, driving Big E face first into the mat. And will this be it? It's all over. Cesaro picks up the win for the Rock Wars this week on SmackDown. Let's take a look at how it went down. Big E runs through Cesaro with the shoulder block and goes for the cover with the Swiss Superman kicked out. Cesaro avoided the chop, answered with the elbow, and then look at this. Walks up Big E and drives him down into the mat with the neutralizer. And the tag team champions pick up a big win here with Cesaro representing the team. Gets the 1-2-3 victory. Big E lands it right in the ring. And look at Cesaro celebrate a huge win here tonight for the Grapplers. And the New Day have a lot of momentum to make up for if they plan on taking the titles at the Royal Rumble. And the war between Regal and Barrett continues this week on SmackDown. These two former tag team partners will face off for the European Championship at the Royal Rumble. And of course, William Regal won the reactivated European Championship at Survivor Series in the Elimination Chamber, where Bad News Barrett turned his back on William Regal, stabbing him in the back several times, unfortunately dissolving that once awesome tag team. And now, with the help of Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, Wade Barrett has taken the European title from William Regal. So William Regal got a lot of revenge to dish out, and we'll get to some of that in the coming weeks, as he has requested matches against both Sheamus and Daniel Bryan. But tonight, he continues his war with Barrett, one-on-one, here on SmackDown. Barrett is the new European champion. As I mentioned, had a lot of help from Sheamus and Daniel Bryan. But a win is a win and a championship is a championship. And Bad News Barrett wants to retain this title for quite some time. And hopefully, he will try to win the Intercontinental title on top of this. Wade Barrett has told me he wants to win all the championships at the same time here in WWE. And I'm afraid for him, the bad news is, I don't think that's possible. But if anybody can do it, if anybody has the drive and the cunning to get it done, it's BNB. Bad News Barrett. And look at this, the referee gets wiped out just as the match starts. And these two will take full advantage of that. Who knows, they might grab a weapon from the outside. Regal might pull out the knucks. Anything can happen. The war between these two has been absolutely vicious. William Regal with the waistlock takeover. And Bad News fights his way back to his feet. With a takeover of his own. And I guess these two won't get to take advantage of the unconscious referee because they're battling out amateur style here to kick off this match. Headlock takeover by Bad News Barrett. Tops it off with a punch in the face. And Regal's answers back with one of his own. Regal with wrist control into a Northern Lights. Barrett with a nice reversal there to his former tag team partner. Just no remorse for his former tag team partner, reining in right hand after right hand. Back and forth matchup between these two English competitors here. And Barrett elevates Regal with that spine buster into the cover area. This could be it. And Regal out before the count of two. Regal with another suplex here on Barrett. And there's a nice backbreaker. Oh, hard kick to the back by William Regal into the cover here. And not even a 1 count on the European champion. These two, very surprising the amount of hate that came out of this tag team from what was a very excellent tag team. And Regal into the cover now, but Barrett's foot was under the rope. I mean, they worked very well as a team and seemed to be on their way to a tag team title match, but competing for the European title in the chamber destroyed this team. And unfortunately, you see the results here tonight. Look at Regal just choking Barrett with the boot in the corner. And looking for the win here. And you saw Regal there with a possible low shot on Barrett. Trying to move on quickly before the referee takes notice. Nice chop there by Regal, answered by Barrett. lights, and Regal went for the lateral press. Wasn't enough. Kick to the spine, and once again goes for the cover, but it wasn't enough to go with the champ. And you see here, Regal exhausted, goes for the pin on Bear. Bear kicks out, and then the whole hammer elbow rocks the former European champion. And Bear able to pick up the win on a leg, and get the huge victory in the main event here on SmackDown. What a win for Wade Barrett, and what an evening here on SmackDown. I thank you guys for tuning in, and coming up next is Raw. There'll be a brief pause in between the broadcast, and I'll be right back to it in moments. Thank you guys for watching, and hold on for a new episode of Raw.